The long-awaited Caleb Williams era has officially begun in Chicago. But there's one question lingering in the air. Can the golden child of college football translate his dazzling college success into immediate stardom in the NFL? The Chicago Bears are all in. But not everyone is convinced that Williams, despite his immense talent, is the savior they've been waiting for. One voice casting doubt is former NFL general manager Mike Tannenbaum, who, in an appearance on ESPN's Get Up, raised serious concerns about the quarterback's fundamentals and his fit within the Bears' new system under head coach Ben Johnson. While the hype around Williams is undeniable, Tannenbaum's warning calls attention to the delicate balance between talent and technique and whether the Bears are truly prepared for what lies ahead. Bears have built the foundation. Now it's Williams' turn. No team has made a bigger splash this offseason in terms of building around a quarterback than the Bears. They didn't just dip their toes in the water, they dove in headfirst. The first major move came with the hiring of Ben Johnson, the brilliant offensive mind who led the Detroit Lions to one of the most explosive offenses in the league. Johnson's arrival was heralded as the spark the Bears' offense needed to finally fire on all cylinders. Every move the Bears have made screams one thing: they want to make Williams the guy. But as Tannenbaum points out, with all the resources Chicago has poured into their offense, Williams' margin for error is razor thin. "I'm not convinced about Williams in Chicago," Tannenbaum said bluntly. "He is going to be a rule-based, disciplined play caller and coach. I'm concerned by Williams' lack of discipline in his fundamentals. That's not going to allow him to maximize his potential." The sacks dilemma. Is Williams part of the problem? It's easy to look at a team like the Bears and pin their woes on coaching and personnel. But Tannenbaum offers a sobering reminder. The blame doesn't fall solely on the offensive line. The Bears' offensive line was responsible for surrendering a league-worst 68 sacks in 2024. While much of that blame lies with the blockers, Williams isn't completely off the hook. Tannenbaum points out that Williams' tendency to hold on to the ball too long or get lost in his mechanics can exacerbate problems, forcing plays to break down even further. Williams has to shoulder some of that blame, Tannenbaum continued. If he can't adjust his approach and clean up his fundamentals, he'll only make things harder for everyone around him. Can Ben Johnson's blueprint turn Williams into a star? While Johnson's arrival is promising, it's far from a guaranteed fix. Johnson's system, built on structure and efficiency, is a far cry from the freewheeling style that Williams often relies on. The Lions' offense, which ranked second in the NFL in total yards in 2024, was a model of balance, with Johnson weaving together a potent passing attack and a dominant running game. The challenge for him in Chicago will be bringing that same level of offensive mastery to a team that has struggled to find its identity. The clash between Williams' raw talent and Johnson's disciplined structure raises real questions about their compatibility. Can Williams, with his sometimes reckless style, adapt to Johnson's precise play calling and methodical offensive schemes? Or will the system try to mold Williams into something he's not, stifling the very playmaking ability that makes him special? Michael Wilbon pushes back. Williams is different. However, not everyone is ready to write off the pairing just yet. ESPN analyst Michael Wilbon, a Chicago native, is adamant that this is the one time the Bears have finally nailed their quarterback selection. That is not the case here, okay? Wilbon shot back at Tannenbaum's skepticism. This is different. This is a kid with the kind of talent and potential we haven't seen in Chicago in a long time. NFC North's competitive gauntlet. Of course, even if the Williams-Johnson pairing clicks and the Bears take a step forward, the NFC North is no cakewalk. The division is tougher than ever, with Detroit fresh off a 15-2 season, Minnesota winning 14 games, and Green Bay making the playoffs 2 years in a row under Jordan Love. The Bears, despite all their additions, are still far from the favorites in the division. But if Williams can show real growth in his second season, if his mechanics can become more refined, and if the offense can resemble the efficiency Johnson created in Detroit, the Bears could be a team to watch. That's a big if, though. If Williams can't find his discipline and polish his fundamentals, the noise around his struggles in Chicago will only grow louder, and the Bears' search for a true franchise quarterback will continue.